up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. One of my really good customers has been with me since I started my business. They just want me to paint their stairwell going onto their basement. They want to brighten it up a little bit, make it look a little nicer for their granddaughters, because they're gonna have like a play area down there. I'm still getting over being sick too. I'm telling you, everybody is sick right now. It seems like everybody I talk to, everybody that I know is sick. It's wild, and I don't understand it. Stay tuned to the end of the video, because I'm going to show you guys some of the work in the last 6 years that I've done on this house and how it looks today, 6 years later. All right, it's kind of hard to see, but here's what we're working on. So we're going to paint this and then paint this side. You'll see like those blemishes from the nails. We're not going to get too crazy with that. We're just going to touch that stuff up where it needs it. And then on this, I'm like, well, you could finish it with drywall, because she wants to just clean it up a little bit. Or I told her we could just put a piece of trim on both sides and put a piece going on the top. She said just something to finish this little edge off, and then I'll caulk on the back side, but you know, not too crazy, just something to make it look a little better, she said. So that's what we're gonna do. Last order of business, she had this repaired a long time ago, and she wants me to cut these off. I called the people who did it and they said yes, you can. I just wanted to clarify with them, so I'm gonna cut that flush. So obviously this big blast from it, and I don't have no drywall with me, so how am I gonna fix up with no drywall? Normally you don't have access to the back of the wall, but since I did, we'll put a piece of blocking behind it, and then we'll mud that a few coats and it'll look like brand new. Most of the time, if you can't have access to the back wall, which that's gonna be pretty much never, I would just cut this out, put a block in there, put a new piece of drywall, screw it in, tape and mud it. All right, got everything touched up on that side, on this side. That's only one coat, so that's going to need a little bit of help, but we're getting there. All right, there we go. Second coat of mud on, we'll let that dry, and we'll do one more coat. You'll see you got a little bit of an indent right there, no big deal though. You don't want to mess with it too much. If you mess with it too much, you end up working backwards. That's what I've learned over time after trying to get better at drywalling. So we'll let that dry, one more coat. All right, third coat on there. We'll get it all nice and sanded smooth. Got the fan on so it dries fast. I got all this sanded down, both sides, and now I'm just spot priming all this. If you don't spot prime and just paint over the spots you filled and sanded, you're gonna see it. So not too big of a deal since it's a entryway into the basement, but hey, might as well do it. All right, there we go. Looks really, really good. 2 coats on the walls. Last order of business, we're gonna get 3 pieces of trim up here just to dress it up a little bit, but that patch looks really good. I went back with a little tiny brush to try to get just in between there where you can still see a little tiny bit of white drywall mud. Okay, there we go. We're all wrapped up. Walls look good, trim looks good. I know this is overboard for just this basement, but I wanted to cover up where that trim piece met the drywall, so just put an extra little trim piece on there. Looks pretty good. It's proud here, but it's alright. It looks pretty good still. Okay, as promised, let's go look at the rest of the house and see the stuff that I've done in the past in this house. I installed these doors and trim, that door and trim. I installed all the trim in the bathroom, and if you could see, I had to have a joint there. I could have done a little bit better, but you can't see it when you're standing, and it has not separated at all. I installed these doors and trim. I did the trim all on this whole first floor, by the way. All that trim still looks good. I did this whole staircase. That looks really good. I cut out the wooden balusters, put metal ones in. Paint still holding up. Paint still looks really, really good. I put in new doors there and painted that. We left that door and I replaced the lock set and painted it. This might be a little hard to see because there's no light, but I repainted this whole room. And then last but not least, I stained this deck last season. Looks really good still. It's probably gonna get one more season out of it, maybe 2. I've tried to talk her into replacing it because this railing is leaning really far over because the way they cut this. There was a railing going all the way around. It's leaning over, but she don't want to replace it right now. So for now, I did secure it stronger than it was, but there you go. All right, so there you go. I always like going back to see previous projects that I've done just to see how they're holding up, if something failed, if something didn't. But I try to use, you know, better products instead of using crappier ones. But, you know, there is a difference between a $3 tube of caulk and an $8 tube of caulk, you know. I use more expensive caulk. I've used Big Stretch for a long time. Love using that stuff. And as you can see, that house, it's held up really, really well, and that's definitely at least 5 years old. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget, guys, give me those thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, drop a comment in the comment section below, hit that bell for notification for future videos, and we'll see you on the next one.